Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So I saw Suleiman on Blue Bloods live stream last week, and then I saw the Boxing Voice interview, uh, and he said that um, they're going to put things in place. But more importantly than that, well, I shouldn't say not more importantly, but equal to that, he says that they're going to make the announcements at the WBC convention, and that believe is September 30th through October 7th. So as it relates to Sean Porter um, fighting Errol Spence, or even Jamal Charlo fighting Canelo, um, or even Gary Russell fighting Leo Santa Cruz, the WBC is in the mix with a whole lot of things. You understand what I'm saying? So I would, well, I say what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait until after October 7th. You understand? Obviously, we want these three fights. Obviously, we want these guys to be put in place to be the mandatories, or in Leo Santa Cruz's case, the unification bout. In Sean Porter, Earl Spence, a unification bout. But a mandatory, regardless, a mandatory has to be put in place if they can't come to an agreement on a unification bout. We know unifications takes precedence over mandatories. So we'll sit back and see how that plays out. Um, because how about if they give them a 30-day moratorium, what I mean, to see if they can make Earl Spence, Sean Porter, or a 30-day moratorium on Jamal Charlo and Canelo fighting in December, hypothetically, or Leo Santa Cruz and Gary Russell fighting sometime in January. You understand? I don't know that, but I'm just saying we won't have official answers until October 7th. Obviously, um, the topic of conversations is, will Sean Porter fight Earl Spence? But we'll have our final answer at the WBC convention. I believe it's in the Ukraine. Hopefully Ellie goes. Ellie tends to go to those things. I shouldn't call them things, but to those events that doesn't like support like actual fight nights and stuff like that. So I would expect him to go, and maybe a few other sites. They'll go cover the event. So we'll sit back and see how it plays out. Um, it's just honestly, overall, whether you're in favor or not in favor of the recent news that's been going on, there's a lot of like tailwind. You understand, pushing boxing forward. You understand. Let's just lay it on the table as it relates to PBC getting a good deal, a great deal. You understand what I'm saying? We have Bob Arum and his deal, Eddie Hearn and his deal. Um, is there another outfit that's? Am I missing anyone? I'm certain of that. But just those three deals alone gives us boxing every goddamn week of the year. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to pick and choose the fights that I go cover. I can't go and cover every fight and be gone every weekend of the year. So for multiple reasons, obviously family and finances. You understand what I'm saying? So uh, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. You got to get a return. Even if it's a great fight, if you don't have people in the audience, you can't get your money back because of the interviews and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. It has to be like an event per se. But exciting times to come. Boxing is in a good place in terms of it moving. I believe boxing is moving forward. It was a standstill for quite a bit, or moving negatively. People, or not in the opposing direction, I'll say. So at the end of the day, I think next year is going to be some hella fights. I would expect Charlo to fight Hurd next year, Russell to fight um, Leo Santa Cruz. Um, I would anticipate Spence will fight Porter next year. Um, and hypothetically, Deontay Wilder fighting Anthony Joshua next year, or even rematching Tyson Fury. Those are big fights. So we got small, medium, and large. I don't know what Canelo will do. I have no idea. You understand? He's right now the cash cow of boxing. You guys know how Floyd Mayweather moved. Maybe Canelo will choose to move like that and say, I don't really care about your mandatories. I'm the king of boxing. I pick who I want to fight. And if you want to sanction my fight, we'll negotiate the sanctioning fees, or we'll negotiate your position in on this fight. So we all know that Canelo dropped the belt of the WBC years past. Didn't really care about it per se. So, but anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So we got to wait to the WBC convention. They have three legitimate fights in the WBC realm that fight fans are literally clamoring for. So we'll sit back and see. October 8th, we should have an answer, and we can move forward from there. WBC convention is in the Ukraine again from September 30th to October 7th, and you'll be seeing a lot of moving and shaking and a lot of mandatories put in place, and we'll go on from there. So anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, and talk to you guys soon. Peace.